Good evening and welcome to our third masterclass of the 2017 TradeWise Gibraltar Chess Festival. And here with me, Sarasadat from Iran. Thank you very much, Sarah, for agreeing to this
Thank you.
Short notice. So you'll be happy. She's going to show us a game from 2016.
Yeah, it's a game in the Grand Prix that I played in Khanty-Mansisk, and it's a game I played against Natalia Poganina, and you know, it was a game that I won, so it was very important for me in that tournament.
Of course,
so
and
I
she's a
just
strong player. She's not here this year because she's a very strong player. And maybe you can take some questions from the audience as we go along, or maybe afterwards.
Yeah, sure.
Great. Okay. So off we go. So you had black.
Yeah, I was black in this game, and
by the way, this is your third time in Gibraltar, Sarah, correct?
yes.
Yeah. You having a good time?
Yeah, I love this tournament.
Yeah. Good. Okay.
Okay, so the opening was Catalan, and I was prepared for this in this game. This is one of the lines that has been played a lot recently, and I decided to play this bishop d6 line. It's a bit of a theoretical line, and
but it's not so usual bishop d6, is it?
No, usually people go bishop
commonly.
e7 here, but I decided to go bishop d6.
And knight c6 to me looks like, and I'm not familiar with this, but
it's actually here. Black should be a bit careful with, with the moves, because white can easily get a better position by playing queen c2 and e4. Let's say if black plays, for example, c6, queen c2 could be a good option for white, and then followed by e4, and I think white would have a slight advantage.
Even with long castles as well, do you think? Sometimes?
Maybe, yeah, sometimes. I think I had a game with Alina Kashlinskaya in this line that she went long castle.
Right.
So here, this was also an important moment that I played knight c6. And okay, e5 is almost forced here.
Is this some kind of theory?
Yes, it is. And here, okay, I have to play.
I've never seen this line before. So. Okay,
yeah,
so what's the evaluation? It looks like white should have some advantage.
It's almost equal, I think, here after bishop e6, but I remember before this game when I was checking the game, I saw that white could play bishop d5, and it was just a bit better for white, but I didn't continue, and it just happened on the board, so I was a bit surprised, and I mean, till this moment was my preparation, but it ended after bishop d5.
Okay.
Yeah, and okay, here we got to this almost endgame position.
What was the situation in the tournaments at this when you played this game with Natalia? How were you doing?
I think I was in the middle of the, maybe fifth or sixth, I'm not sure. But after this game, my position got a lot better in the tournament. And here she chose this plan to play h4, and I think in this moment, she decided to play g5, which I don't really like. I think if white plays h5, followed by knight f4 and knight g6 or bishop f4, white has a bit better position. I was not really happy with my position at this moment.
Right. Sure, it looks better for white, yeah?
Yeah. But she chose this g5 line. And
could you have prevented that? Could you have prevented her pushing up on the king's side if you go back a few moves?
Maybe b6 is not really the move. Maybe I should have gone for king f7 here. I think maybe I lost the tempo by playing b6.
And what would happen then?
Then rook d8. But later on maybe I would have to play b6, so... But I think even after this h5, black can hold the position, but of course it's a bit better for white.
Right.
Maybe just trading the rooks, rook d8.
D8, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, white's better though, huh?
Yeah.
And your queen side, the white king could start coming on the queen side or something.
Yes, so she played g5 here, and it was a bit of, I think, I was surprised that she took with the bishop here, because of course it's normal to take with the pawn.
And then what would happen?
And then I think I can just probably take on h1.
Okay, rook takes.
And then knight d7.
Knight d7.
The position should be about equal. Okay.
But in that case, why did she play g5? I don't quite understand.
Yeah, I was also
She
surprised by
can't
her
take pawn 6.
decision, yeah. So she took with the bishop, and here I traded one rook. And here I saw one idea with which I played it later on. I played knight h7.
Why did you play king e8, Sarah? Just go back, sorry. King e8 because, okay, bishop takes f6.
Yeah, because I thought I had this plan to play knight h7, knight f8, and knight g6, attacking the pawn on h4, which happened later on in the game. And I think white wants to take on f6, so I just wanted to keep this square.
And rook d8 loses a piece, of course.
Yes, rook
You can
d8.
show that. Yeah, rook d8 takes on e5.
Rook d8 is not possible because of this.
Sure.
So I played king e8 here, and as I said before, I had this plan to play knight h7, and here after rook h1 is not possible because I can go g5.
Right.
So knight g2 was almost the only move. And here she got into a bit of a time trouble, and here I was regrouping my pieces by playing knight c6, knight d4, and I think it's still equal, but a bit more comfortable for black to play.
Can we just go back a couple of moves because it was quite fast, just to see. This move king d3 was a bit strange to me as well.
Yes.
No, but here you're okay, no? Here it must be okay for you.
Yeah, I was happy with
position.
my position with black, of course.
Yeah.
Because even draw would have been a good result for
Sure.
me in this game. Yeah.
Sure.
So here she did not see that she could. She had to play knight g2,
Right.
and she would get into passive position. So here, I think black's plan should be to push the pawns and maybe knight c6, knight d4. What do you think about this position?
Well, normally they say push the pawns where you have the majority, don't they? I mean, you have 3 pawns there against 2, so it makes sense to use them. Yeah, to use the because how can you improve your knight's on a great square? Guess you can play f4 at some point, but
yeah. So I decided to play this rook d8. Of course, she had this. I mean, I pushed the pawns, and she had this possibility to change.
But was she playing for a win? I mean, she must be. Yeah, she's trying to win.
No, I think here she was playing for equality, but she was a bit low on time, so
Right.
it was a bit more comfortable for me to play. And here I was starting to think that I have a better position, which was really not true because there are not too many pieces left. Here my plan was, of course, to push c4.
Right. This is move 37-38, so you're getting to the first time control.
Yeah. Here I think she made a mistake in the move 40, as you said. She was a
Everyone
bit low.
does. Everyone does. All chess players make mistakes on move 40.
So she played this move, and after rook d6, she had to go back because I was planning to play knight c6 here.
Just show us when black played c4. That was interesting because she doesn't.
Yeah,
She
of
decided
course,
not
it's
to
a
take.
normal decision to take on c4.
But here it's clear that you have the advantage. Yeah, you're trying to.
Actually, computer shows equality here.
Still
but
here.
Yes.
Hmm.
But during the game, I thought I had a better position. Okay,
So
after
that's a mistake, rook e4. What do you think she should have played? But this knight on e1 is stuck.
f4, I
Okay.
think white should also try to push
Mm-hmm.
as soon as possible.
And if c3, then she has rook c5.
Yes.
Right.
So after rook d6, she just gave a tempo.
Right.
And here, of course, I think the plan for black should be to play a5 and somehow try to play before c3.
e5, okay.
Yeah, I wanted to stop the f4, f5, and also if I want to push a5, I thought it's better to close this fifth rank.
If you'd played a5 immediately, what would have happened? She has to take, does she?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. And then king takes.
Yeah, that was my thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
And king a4, yeah.
Maybe f4 here.
Okay.
Or also, yeah, f4.
King up, king a4.
And knight c2. No, but you're not ready. Yeah, knight c2.
Okay, I don't know, but is the problem with king b3 doesn't work? Does it work, king b3?
Yeah,
Just feels like it's a race for black's better, but you have
yeah.
your king is very active. It looks dangerous for white.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
the fact that her
maybe-
king can't pass across the d line.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, maybe it was.
Yeah, anyway, you have a nice position. I mean, you have a nice position. Okay, e5, f4.
f4 is, of course, a normal reaction to this. But here comes an interesting position after this point, where here I played king a4, which was not the best move. I missed this line that I could play knight d4.
Right.
And here I was thinking of e5, and I have c3 here.
Ah, because of no wait, yeah, rook takes.
Yes, rook takes, knight.
And then rook takes f3.
Rook takes f3, but it's not really over yet
And the knight
because
gets back or not?
yes, king e3, knight d5 check, and here the only move to win is knight f4, because if I go knight e7, for example, white has king c5, and then e6, and it's not really easy to.
And what's the difference if you play knight f4?
If I play knight f4 here, after king c5, I have this option to play knight d3.
And then take on e5.
And then take on e5
Right,
and
yeah,
king
it just
a4,
wins.
it wins.
Yeah.
Yeah, and here if, let's say king g3, black is just in.
No, because no
Yeah.
rook takes, yeah.
Rook takes. Black is just in time to. Go c3 and this is winning.
Right. Is it just king d1? Let's just
Yeah,
keep
king d1, king takes.
King c1 and then
King c1 and then king b3. No, sorry,
No,
b4,
hang on,
b4
no,
here,
no.
yeah, b4.
b4.
Yeah.
e5.
e5, king.
And you make it. Yeah, you get that, yeah.
So here I didn't see this c3 and I played king a4.
These moves are still quite complicated, no? Some of these moves.
I
Or
think
did you check
white
with the
is
computer after the game? You checked everything?
yes, but I think white is forced to play, forced to push, because
Right,
if
yeah.
white stays, I would just come and take the pawn and it's just winning for black. But here I just gave white some chances for counterplay. I could have just played knight d4 and here I think the best move is just to move the rook and not trade the rooks, because white has some option to play e7. And I was thinking maybe here b4, and I was not really sure. And sacrifice. It should be equal, but I think it's more comfortable for black to play here.
You think it's a draw? Yeah?
Computer thinks
Oh,
it's
right,
a draw, yeah.
computer, right.
But in practical game, I don't think it's easy for white to defend. Here she made a mistake and she traded the rooks. And again here, okay, it was an interesting. Here she
Hang
could
on.
take on d4.
Sure, yeah. Is that a forced loss?
Yes, it's losing.
But
Because
it's losing,
king,
it's a technical win, or you mean there's no forced? There's
It's
no
not
immediate
forced,
win.
but it's like king is in the center, so
Right.
it's not really easy for white to defend, because whenever white gives checks, then it will come with a check too.
Yeah, the white king should be far away.
Hmm.
Yeah, in these kind of positions.
Yeah, it's easier if white's king was away. But here she thought she could give a check here, and here I found this king b4 move, and here she has to trade the queens, because if king comes to the third rank, I will give check on a3,
that's true,
and
yeah.
if comes to this e4 or d5, then queen
Check on
g2
the
comes
diagonal,
in.
yeah.
So the
So
game
just go back
finished.
again, please. Sorry, so what should she have done here?
Here she could have
Just take
taken
the
it.
knight, yeah.
Yeah,
of course.
but it was still
Yeah.
winning for me.
But you have to work to win it, yeah?
Yeah.
I mean,
Mhm. Yeah, so that was how the game.
right, yeah. What was the most difficult part of that game for you? When did you start playing for a win? At what point?
I started playing for a win, I think, after. I mean,
Because somehow it looked like she had the advantage a little bit, just coming out of the
yes,
when the queens
but
came off.
I think after I played king e8, I just understood that I don't have any problems in my game.
In this position.
Yes, but after we changed, we came to this position, I thought, okay, it's equal, but I have some chances to try, and
Mm.
I just pushed, and then she just missed some moves in the time trouble, I think.
Is that the only time you've played Natalia? Have you played? You must have played her more times than this.
No,
yeah?
I've played her 3 times in the
Yeah.
Grand Prix.
Okay,
and
yeah. And how did this tournament finish for you, the Moscow Grand Prix?
I shared third.
You should have very good
Yeah.
results, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, thank you for that. Any questions in the audience about the game, or we can talk about other things as well? Who would like to ask Sarah anything about that game, or what about who taught you chess? When you were, tell us a little bit about chess in Iran and about for girls, for women's chess in Iran.
Well, I was 8 years old, and my classmate was a chess player, so she introduced me to chess, and I really liked the game, so I continued playing it. And nowadays, chess is getting a lot popular in Iran.
Mm-hmm. For men and women.
Yes.
Okay, because the first time you came to Gibraltar, you came with your dad. Is that right?
Right.
A couple of years ago.
Yes, I was a bit younger, so I needed
Yeah,
a
sure, of
car.
course, yeah. And your friend Atusa is here. She's come for the second year.
Yes.
But you have a lot of tournaments in Iran. I mean, you
Yeah, just now there is one international tournament going on in Iran, and we have it usually maybe 2-3 international tournaments per year.
I know Nigel has been to coach the Iranian women's team several times, I think, yeah?
Yes, right.
Yeah. Were you part of that?
No, I was not in the national team because
when you came?
I was really young, but Atusa can tell you about her experience with Nigel.
Okay. And how do you, because you become very strong and you're obviously improving still and lots of good results in the last couple of years, yeah? So what do you attribute that to? You working hard at chess? You have a lot of training in Iran, or it's just?
Yes, and we have good coaches, I can say. Yevgeny Miroshnichenko is working as our national coach, and also I'm working with Robin van Kampen as my personal coach.
Oh, Robin, I know, yeah. Good, yeah.
So
Okay.
he has been helping me a lot.
Right, okay. And you have the World Championship coming up soon, right?
Yes, it's just a week after this
in
one.
Tehran, yeah?
Mhm.
How do you feel about that?
Well, I'm playing Sofiko Gramashvili in the first round, and I'm really glad to play my first World Championship in my hometown, and
Right.
I'm just looking forward to it.
And will there be a lot of support? There will be lots of...
Yeah, I think there are many
local
chess fans in
chess
Iran, yeah, and they really support us, and it will be great.
I mean, has chess grown a lot in the last... I mean, I know you're very young still, but just in your lifetime, have you seen the difference in chess's popularity?
Yes, actually a lot this last year, because since we had this Grand Prix in Tehran, I think chess has been a lot more popular than before. And also, in this last month, because I was playing in the Grand Prix and everybody was following it in Iran, so
Right.
it was kind of good.
Do you have a lot of followers on social media and things like this? People, or in the newspapers or Instagram or these kind of things?
Yes,
Yeah?
I do.
Are you very famous in Iran, would you say? Quite famous?
Mhm.
That's okay, no? Yeah. What's wrong with that? Yeah. But chess, I mean, so people will be following this tournament, for example, your games, not just your games, that too soon.
Yeah, actually, it's very interesting because even some people who don't know chess, they've been telling me that you made this mistake, you made that mistake. They just keep following the games, and it's really great.
So lots of people are taking up chess or reading about chess thanks to you. And other, no? What about in the newspapers? The people, the chess columns or on TV? Or in the news, like news reports, is chess?
Yeah, about the
like
Grand Prix, I think we were on maybe cover of 5 national newspaper because of only this Grand Prix thing. And
any questions from our audience? Mike, yeah?
Actually, Stuart already asked my question, but about the World Championship in Iran. But I can ask you, you are 19. Pretty strong. Can you say something about your goals for the future? You think you can become world champion?
Well, that's of course one of my biggest dreams, and my goal is to be in the top 10. And for the world championship, I'd really like to go to the next rounds because we have played in the world championship before, but we have never won the first round. So that would be for me the first goal in the World Championship.
Mike?
I have a question, Sarah. At the FIDE Grand Prix in Tehran and all the other tournaments you've played at in Iran, are there crowds that come watch in person, or is it more of an empty hall like in Khanty-Mansisk or something like this?
No, actually in Tehran, one of the things that made me play comfortable there was to see my friends watching my games, and I think there were many chess fans coming to the hall and watching the games, and I think even in the World Championship they will come to follow the games.
That's good, that's good.
I know chess is also quite big in Iran. Can you say something about how it is for professional chess players like you to do chess full time?
Nowadays it's getting better. We are getting support from the government and also from the ministry, and I think they are giving us more chances to become a professional chess player. And before that, they were just giving attention to football or other sports like that, but nowadays chess has also become one of the main sports in Iran.
And is there a reason for that, Sarah? Why has chess been chosen? Are other sports as well becoming more popular?
I think hosting good tournaments like World Championship and Grand Prix has gave chess this attention.
Right, okay. Mike, any other questions from our audience? No? This is your third. So what's for you, how far ahead do you plan your tournament? So your next tournament is obviously the World Championship in Tehran. Do you have other events already lined up? You are professor, we heard, did you study, or is it just chess? Are you studying university?
It's just chess for now.
Just chess, yeah?
Yes, after this tournament, one of my favorite tournaments is also Reykjavik Open, so
right.
I think I'm also going to play there. And
good. All right.
That's it.
Yeah. But so did you go to university, or have you completed?
No, I finished high school last year, but I just decided to take a year gap because I wanted to play in the Grand Prix and I wanted to know how it goes, so I will decide whether I want to be a professional.
Your family must be very supportive of you, very proud of you.
Yes, they have been very supportive.
Does anyone else in your family play chess?
No, I was the only chess player in the family.
Only chess player. All right. Did you have any ambitions or ideas for a career outside chess? Anything else you'd sort of dream of doing or you'd like to pursue academically?
Well, for now, I really like to be a professional chess player, but I also like graphics a lot, so I might study that.
Graphics? Yeah, okay. All right. Anyone else? Mike?
Yeah, I believe there's about 33 women who've achieved the full Grandmaster title. I don't believe any are from the Middle East region, except for maybe the exception of someone who moved to Qatar. So would that be some sort of goal of yours? Do you view yourself as maybe a representative of an entire region? And is making Grandmaster and being the first person from the Middle East to do so, first female, one of your goals?
Yeah, actually, before playing in the Grand Prix, I thought it was really difficult, but I got my first norm in Tehran, and I'm really planning to play strong tournaments to get to complete my norms, and yeah, that would be my next goal as well.
Actually, here last year, Sarah, you came second in the female. You came joint second in the women's category here. So that was one of your best results, maybe, I don't know, in open tournaments, was it?
Yeah, right. And I got maybe 20 rating points too. And my performance was quite high too, so it was a great tournament for me.
Yeah.
And after that, I think that part of the year was just, I think, the best moment in my chess career, because before that I won the Iranian national championship, and after that I shared second in Gibraltar, and then it was the Grand Prix that I became second, so it was a great moment.
You said Reykjavik is one of your favorite tournaments. Can you tell us a little bit? Have you been there a few times? You played there more than once?
I played there 2 times, and it was usually on my birthday, so it was nice to be in that place. But
do you have other favorite events? Apart from Gibraltar, of course. Anywhere else?
No, Gibraltar is my favorite tournament.
Have you played in the Isle of Man, for example? Have you played in?
No, I've never played there, but I think Qatar Masters is also one of...
Qatar Masters, of course. Yeah, of course. Any other questions? We may have a second guest, Atusa. I think she might be wanting to share a game as well. Is that going to be okay? Yeah. So, all right. Thanks, Sarah. And welcome back to the second half of the show with the lovely Atusa next to me. Now she's for your first masterclass as well, like Sarah's. Yeah, brilliant, fantastic. So we're very grateful. Thank you both. And you're going to show us a game from the Olympiad in Baku, 2016. So tell us a little bit about the occasion, the match, and who you were playing.
First of all, hello to all. This is my game against Jilkay from Kazakhstan. It's from previous Olympiad, which was in Baku. Right. And we were facing to Kazakhstan team. And
Kazakhstan,
yes. And as you know, they are from Soviet Union school, so they are very strong. And but our team, fortunately, beat them in a good result, and I think it might be interesting to show this game because it's a tactical game, and I thought that it might be interesting.
Different from Sarah's game, was not very tactical.
Yes.
It's going to be different. Okay, off we go. So you're white or black? You're black?
Yes, I'm black here. And my opponent's rating is about 2200, but she played very well in this tournament, and I think her performance was about 24 or something.
Right, okay.
So she started with d4, I played knight f6, c4, e6, knight c3, bishop b4. Okay, we entered to Nimzo-Indian opening, and she decided to play e3, and I went castle, bishop d3, d5, knight e2. And I prepared this line with my coach before the round. So
who's your coach? Who was your coach then?
Yes, Master Kovalev from Belarus.
Okay.
Yeah, Grandmaster Kovalev. Actually, he worked with our team in previous Olympiads also.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So you have a good.
Yeah. So I took here bishop c4 and e5.
Oh, I've seen this move. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. This is right.
Yeah. And here, can I just flip the board?
No, I think we that's okay. You can.
Is it okay?
It's like that. It's fine.
Okay. So here after e5, I thought that I would surprise my opponent, but she just went castle. So I mean, she
I mean, castles is
yeah.
normal.
Knight c6, and she played here a3, bishop d6, and here was the first time that she spent some time to think in this position. I think it's a maybe difficult decision to play, d5 or wait here, for example, play something
like
else.
h3 or something.
Yeah, exactly, h3 might be. Playing with this isolated pawn or just close the center and playing queenside maybe. So she played d5, I played knight e7, knight g3, a6. Here, knight f5 was played before, and I knew during the game that knight f5 was played by one of strong grandmasters. I don't remember the name, but since I didn't want to exchange pieces, so I thought that a6 is more logical here, because I don't want to trade pieces, and also I prevent knight b5. So I play a6.
Okay, bishop a2.
Yeah, and after a long, she thought about 12 minutes to play bishop a2, but she could play it before as well.
Yeah.
And then I played h6 here.
a6 followed by h6.
Yes, actually I knew the forms that I should play a6, h6, and knight g6.
And h6 I didn't quite understand. a6 I thought you wanted to play b5, but...
yeah, because e4 is coming, I think, and I prevent maybe bishop g5 and so on.
Okay. So what is Black's plan here?
Because I want to wait that what should white do here?
Right, what should white do is not a plan. That's not a plan. What should white do? You should have a plan, you know?
Yes, I know, but sometimes you don't want to show your opponent your plan. So.
No, because you don't have one. Yeah.
Okay, I played as black.
Yeah,
So.
Yeah, come on,
yeah, but h6 is a useful move, so I just improve my position.
We wait for your plan, all right? We keep waiting, all right? See what happens.
So here she played e4,
right,
and knight g6.
Okay.
And she played b4. So here I played bishop d7, knight a4. She wanted to play knight c5. Obviously, I played b6.
Right.
And she went knight b2.
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
So she's playing fine, yeah?
Yes. And I played here knight f4.
Yeah.
Also, I could play here a5 because, this b4 pawn could be weak.
Yeah, what's wrong with a5?
Yeah.
She looks quite nice. What would she do?
Yeah. But I played knight f4 and rook e1, and here I thought about 18 minutes and play knight g4 because I saw a really nice way of sacrifice my piece. After knight g4, the first move that comes to my mind is h3. Right. And if h3 here, I can take on f2. And after king f2,
queen h4.
Yes, queen h4, and here white pieces on b2 and a2 is far from king, so they cannot help. So
f5 coming, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So after queen f3, I could play f5, and here it's really difficult for white to defend this position. If king g1, I can take on h3, check.
Pawn takes.
Yeah, pawn takes. and then play f4 because rook on e1 is hanging.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
So if here instead of king g1, white takes on f5, I can take back with my bishop, and after king g1, e4, and
Again,
yeah, my position is really, I mean, queen c3 I can take here. And I mean, this is very dangerous.
Yeah,
of
no,
course.
this is
This is mate in some.
okay. Go back.
Yeah.
Mate in what?
Okay. So here.
But just when you see these two black knights and the black queen that can come to h4, it looks
Yes.
suddenly.
Yes.
Maybe knight a4 to b2 was too slow.
Yeah,
You know, when
maybe.
she played that knight, maybe she should have played
Yeah.
bishop d2 or
Yeah,
bishop
maybe,
b2
yeah.
or bishop e3 or something, just to
Yeah, exactly.
connect the rooks and
Yes.
be ready for some attack.
Here she played queen f3. And here again, I thought for a while and played queen f6. And here I thought that my position is winning.
Winning.
Yes.
Okay, you tried knight h3 check.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and
that's nice.
and I couldn't see a defense for white.
Okay.
So here, but I mean, if for example, let's say king h1, I can play queen h4 and h3 and f5 here, and I like my
Terrible.
position.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
it's very difficult for white. So after queen f6, it's very difficult, but my opponent found knight h1.
Wow, knight h1.
Yeah, which I didn't realize it. Because
What's
now,
that famous game with knight h1? I've forgotten. It's a famous old
yes, it
master
was.
game, isn't it, with knight h1?
Yes,
Nimzovich or someone like that.
yeah. Here the point is knight. Queen can now defend h3 square. So after knight h3, queen h3 is coming. Here I played h5, and my opponent played knight d3. I think here knight c4.
Just go back a two. So sorry,
Yeah.
before you played h5, after knight h1, let's think about
Yes.
this. Because could you play for f5, like move your queen somewhere, queen g6 or something, and try to play f5?
Queen g6.
Or queen somewhere, then a queen just. This f5 move looks to
Yeah,
be.
but if h3, because after knight f2, maybe knight f2.
Right. Is the idea of h5 to have h6 for your knight? Was that the idea? If she plays h3?
h5, I wanted also to play sometimes g5, or I wanted to protect my knight. And after h3, maybe she cannot take on g4 sometimes. Because I could take with pawn and then play, for example, g6, king g7, rook h8, this idea.
Maybe.
Yeah, because a knight on h1 is, knight just stuck on h1. So I wanted to play something like this.
Right, so you played h5, but did
yes.
she play h3 or not?
h5. No, she played here knight d3. After h3, I think I could play here g5.
Let's have a quick look on. Yeah, probably right. If
Yeah.
h3.
You want to see h3?
Yeah, well,
Okay. Okay, let's.
g5. Wow.
Yeah.
Go on, let's take it. Let's see what happens. I can see you're going to get a big attack on h1. Take.
Yeah.
Take. Yeah, didn't you?
Yeah.
Queen e3 maybe? Well, maybe, yeah. Just ricochet queen h6.
Yeah.
Yeah, just come round.
Yeah. I mean, white's
be.
pieces doesn't have enough harmony to. So after
So what should
h,
she play? Knight c4? Do you think she should play?
yeah, I think knight c4 was better here. But she played knight d3.
Because if she plays knight c4 and takes your bishop
Yeah,
off,
exactly,
And
and
maybe
then
she
she
can
can take on f4.
exactly with,
Yeah.
the other bishop, yeah.
After knight d3, I played g5.
Anyway.
Yes. She played h3,
Ah, okay.
and
You
here,
left it there.
yeah, and I played.
Oh, so
King
you already
g7.
knew this was going to happen.
Yeah. And she played bishop b2, and I think at this moment we were both in time trouble.
It's only
so-
move 22.
Yes, because you know in move number 18 to move number 20, I think I thought about 20 minutes or more for each move, so
Right.
I got in time trouble. She played rook AD1, and I played rook E8.
Yeah, still you have to break through somehow, right?
Yeah, but I mean, I just wanted to, somehow overprotect my E5 pawn.
Okay.
Yeah. And she played H4.
Yeah, that surprises me. H4. Why did she play that?
Maybe she doesn't have useful move.
Could she just bring this knight out on? Oh, she can't. Knight G3.
Yeah,
take on
knight
H3, so
H3,
she
yeah.
can't.
Yeah.
She can't play Knight G3.
Yeah.
So H4, of course, you can't take because of the pin down the diagonal. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay, let's have a look then. H4.
Yeah. H4. I think I should take on D3. Queen F6.
Did you just? Sorry, Atis, just
Yeah.
you have to do that.
Because she want to take on G5 and
Yeah,
take
okay.
on F4, and this diagonal is,
And it's hard to
weak.
stop,
Yeah.
right? You could play Knight G6. Could you go back? Just swap queens. Yeah. What's
If
the
knight
point?
just
Yeah.
But here after knight d3, I gain one pawn because queen f6 is forced. I took with knight, and after this, okay, I took on
Right.
h4. Okay, it's double pawn, but it's a pawn. She played f5 to open up this diagonal. I play knight g4.
Yep.
Which is natural to, block this.
Show knight G4, knight F2, of course.
Knight
yeah.
f2, and I play f6
Mm-hmm.
to just block this diagonal. f5, and here I played a5. Because I think I cannot, I cannot improve my position in king side, so I decided to play a5, which is...
Right, and try to get
yeah,
the bishop to C5.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, good move.
Yeah.
And open the line on the queen side, right?
Yeah,
You want to
exactly.
open for your rooks because it's very blocked
Yeah.
in the center. Yeah, good move. F5.
Yeah. So bishop c3, and then I play rook a8. Now I want to take on b4, bishop b1, and now I played king f7. The idea was to bring my king towards my pawns on queen side to protect them. Somehow, for example, after a b4, bishop b4, maybe sometimes it's better to exchange the bishops and put the king on d6
Right,
square,
sure.
which is very nice for king. And also I open a g5 for my rooks, maybe some moments. So she went rook h3. I take here.
Oh, not bishop takes. She took. With the
Yeah,
pawn.
she took with pawn. And then I play rook a3 to prevent rook takes h4.
Mm-hmm. But if she had taken with the bishop, what would have happened if bishop takes b4?
I think after this, I don't know if I
Better
should
move
take.
probably, yeah?
Yeah, maybe I should.
Take. And rook a4? No.
I'm not sure about take first and then play rook a4, or first play king e7.
But I think she should do this now. Bishop takes looks better to me.
Yeah, maybe. But can I play something like, okay, bishop
Takes, okay.
takes. Yeah, maybe rook a4.
Yeah, you can do this. Yeah, you can. Yeah, that's what you should do.
Yeah,
That's
because
that's
rook
what you
c1,
should do.
rook b4 is not possible, and if rook b3, then okay, h4 pawn is safe for some time more.
Is that true? Rook? Yeah, okay, yeah. Rook c1, rook takes b4.
Yeah.
But still, I'm not sure. I think that was
Yeah, maybe that was better
this
for
bishop
because
d6 is this bishop
it's-
c3 has
yeah,
no future.
Yeah, it's like defender.
It's doing
and
nothing.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's better to swap it off and
Yeah.
at least try to attack
Yeah,
c7.
sure, yeah. So I play rook a3 here, rook c1. And now she wanted to take on h4. I played rook g8 in order to play knight e3 after rook h4. I mean after rook h4, I can play
Knight e3. Okay.
knight e3 and it's very
Yeah, the nice.
pleasant for play. So she played bishop d3,
Bishop d2.
bishop d2. I took on h3, knight h3, and I played rook a8.
Sure. Why not?
Yes,
I love your knight on g4.
yeah. And I liked my position because it's very nice to play with black. King f1, I think it's just winning for black. Bishop b5.
Do you remember at this point of the game when obviously you stand well, how the match was going at this point? Do you remember?
Yes, actually we won 4-0.
You won 4-0.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, they're very strong, and it was really even shock to us because we faced, Kazakhstan team in many Asian events,
Right.
and we have never, beat them
No.
like this.
Right, yeah.
Yes. So it was a good result for us. King e1, rook a3, c3. Here I just repeat once to, get 40 moves for
That's
this
okay.
time control.
Yeah.
And then I play king e8, knight g1.
Oh, because rook takes c7 wasn't check. That's why
Yes,
you picked
yes,
it.
king e8.
Yeah, bishop e5 and bishop. Oh, so you keep this pawn.
Yeah.
Ah, that's a nice move. Just yeah. Hey, nice finish.
Yeah.
So this doubled h pawn finally won you the game.
Yes.
Nice game, nice finish.
Thank you.
That was nice, yeah.
Thank you. Right.
So 1-4 now.
Yes.
So you must have played for Iran many times?
Sorry?
In team competitions, you've played often.
Yeah.
How many Olympiads have you played, for example?
I think this was 9th.
Your 9th Olympiad? Goodness me.
I played since 2000.
Right.
So I think 9th.
Yes, a lot, huh? Okay. So what, Atusa, are you a chess professional? Do you have
Yes.
time for other things? Or?
Yes. At this time I'm a professional chess player. I finished my study 2 years ago. So now I just
And
play chess.
You just play chess?
Yes.
You're here for the second year?
Yes.
Gibraltar, you having a good time?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite,
Right.
tournaments. Yeah.
Will you also play in Reykjavik? As Sarah was saying, she probably will.
Yes, maybe I will play also.
Right. You
Yeah.
play lots of tournaments together?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah, we are good roommates.
Good roommates?
Yeah.
Good, okay. And you're playing in Tehran also in the
Yeah.
in the Women's World Championship?
Yeah, it will be my fourth World Cup. I hope that this time I will, win first round.
Right. So
Yeah.
this tournament should be good training. Lots of tough games here.
Yes.
How are you doing here so far?
I got 3.5 points.
Okay, out of 6. Happy?
Yeah, yeah, not bad.
But
Yeah.
any questions, please, from our audience? Mike?
I can ask one.
Yeah.
Well, so you've been around for some time. Can you say something about what made Iran such a strong nation in chess, like taking many medals in the World Junior Championships and Youth Championships and so on? Is it something that you can point to and say that has helped that? That contributed to the fact that they're doing very well?
Yes, actually, you're asking about why chess is improving in Tehran, in Iran.
Like why Iran has become such a big nation when it comes to chess and many talented youngsters.
Yeah, of course, as you mentioned, we have a lot of talented players, and of course, in youth level, we were very good. We got so many medals in World Youth Championship, but I think we had this, problem that in adults we didn't have so much. I mean, we are not having good results, but in recent years, I think it improves, and hopefully it gets better in future.
So were you, as Sarah was saying, as I talk about Nigel Short, who I know has coached.
Yeah.
So you were one of the. Did you benefit from some of his trips to Iran?
Yes, actually, I think first time that he was, my coach. Our team was back in 2006, which we played in Asian Games. And as you know, Asian Games, was in Doha, and there were a lot of sports there. So there wasn't just chess, and medal was very important for us. For Olympic Committee of Iran, and so he did help us, of course, and we got bronze medal in team competition.
With Nigel was there at that competition?
Yes.
In Doha?
Yes.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're happy when he does well, like here, like beating Fabiano yesterday, or?
Yes, he played very well.
Yeah, so he does very well in Gibraltar, Nigel.
Yeah.
And what about your plans for the rest of the year? Do you have any tournaments further ahead, or?
Actually, after this tournament, there's Iranian League, Super League, and after that I will play in World Championship.
Right.
And maybe after that, Reykjavik or.
Maybe Reykjavik as well.
Yeah. We'll see.
Any other questions? Maybe Mike?
Atusa, in Baku, I believe the women finished 13th and the men finished 16th, but they were ranked 46th or something like this. And also, the current top male player was unrated and is now a grandmaster. At the time, he was unranked or untitled.
Yes, untitled.
So you have all of these stories. What was the biggest story when you came back home from Baku? What was the press focusing on? The men's team, the women's team, or this particular 16-year-old talent?
Actually, when we got back to home, there were a lot of news about chess, and there were a lot of interviews, and I believe you talked about Parham Maqsoodlu and Alireza Firuzja, and they are 12 years old and 15 years old. So they are really talented, and I believe that Alireza also became a World Youth Champion under 12. So chess these days are on news everywhere, thanks to these talented boys, and also thanks to Sarah, who played well in Grand Prix. So I think it's a good point for chess. Also, there are some tournaments in Iran that is international, and it's very good.
And since you've been on the national team since 2000, that means you've been trained by Nigel.
Yeah.
So can you speak to him as a trainer, and how were those sessions?
Yes, actually, he came to Iran, several times. As a coach, and also when he worked with boys and girls, I enjoyed working with him. Yeah, he was He was world challenger, and it's very nice to be in his class.
Very good.
Yeah.
Any other questions from our studio audience here? Sarah, would you like to ask Atusa a question? No. Anyone else? Mike? No? One more? Thanks.
You two are friends, but is there also some rivalry between you?
I think it's about. It's. All of the sport is like this. There are friends, off the board, but I'm a rival at the board. So we keep this rule. Yeah.
And I'm going to ask you the same question I asked Sarah. Do you have other things you'd like to do as a career, maybe later on in life, or other hobbies or pursuits that you might develop academically or professionally?
Yeah, I think I might continue my study. I mean, I finished my master degree in sport management. I might, I mean, continue maybe in future. I mean, to get my PhD.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's wonderful. No more questions, I think. Thank you both. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Tusa. We wish you both the best of luck in your remaining games.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.